we put a date to celebrate it, to honor it, because no one truly knows, and no one's ever going to truly know. We can try to get close to it, but why the hell does it matter? Like, the whole point is, what matters is why we're celebrating.
Hey, welcome back to Too Hard Too Fast, the podcast with strong opinions about things that we may or may not know too much about in order to broaden perspectives. It's Thursday. Like usual, it's that much closer to Friday. We're getting close to that Christmas break, everybody.
Woo! Get some gifts. Happy birthday, Worm.
Happy birthday, Worm. We just passed
birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Worm. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you would have spent it with us.
No,
Would have been better. Rona season. But with that said, hey, we're back with Roy Juarez Jr. We're going to talk about Christmas with him, Christmas with us. We're going to talk about what Christmas means.
Christmas with
and
you.
We're going to dive. And we're talking about Jesus, right? We're talking stuff, man.
Yes, you are, bro.
You know, this is where we're at, society and culture, and we're broader in perspective. This is a topic that's definitely
Christ is born.
hitting that. So sit back, buckle up, and let's go. Too hard, too fast. Boom.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Too Hard, Too Fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Now I get the title of the show, Too Hard, Too Fast.
There you go.
My manager's going to fire me.
The podcast of the century.
Right. I didn't know. It's because I don't know where you're going to edit out. But I'll do it for the second one. It's all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure because Roy's annoyed.
Hey, get some more Irish cream. Take a shot of Irish cream.
So I can be real wasted.
Yeah, for Thursday, for Christmas. Now, this is going to be coming out on Christmas Eve. Let's do it. Let's
Christmas Eve. I can't believe Christmas came
Christmas
so
Eve,
fast.
shoot.
Oh, shit. It's going to be on Christmas Eve, yeah.
Dude, I can't believe
100%.
2020 is almost over. Honestly,
I
real
know,
talk,
dude.
I had this weird fear that I was like, I want to survive 2020. Like, I don't want 2020 to take me out, because 2020 has taken out a lot of people.
You know.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Hey,
That's a weird
continuing, or?
Okay, we're
I don't know what we're
recording.
doing.
Okay, we're
I don't know what we're
recording.
doing. Yeah, I'm just like, so like, even,
were you honestly scared that you might
yeah.
take?
I wonder if that's even, I mean, I'm sure that's even a fear that they could probably put a name to it, that people who were scared of dying in 2020, because I was like, damn, like, it's taking a lot of people out. Like, I don't want it to take me out. So I was extra cautious. Like, I wouldn't even go out because I was like, nah, I don't want to die.
I wanted to make this episode really cheery, but 100%. That really is a thing. Like, I don't know how many people I've talked to, and it's almost like a weekly thing. And then with some people, it's like weekly basis. Worm left already. He's gonna go cry somewhere.
He went to go throw up in the tub.
Go find the shower.
He's gonna go throw up in the shower. And if you don't know what we're talking about, then you didn't watch Tuesday's
Go watch part 1.
episode.
And let you guys know I switched to a goose.
We don't do ratings for Thursday's episodes
I don't care. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm drinking. Is that okay?
unless they pay us. No,
That's right.
no, but for real, weekly thing. Being a teacher and working with teachers and paraprofessionals, it was a weekly thing. Like, their anxiety level, mine too, I guess I could say, but I think I play it off too much.
No, but I also realized for myself that I worry about a lot of weird things, like fears I have, storms, because I've always, as a kid, felt a tornado was going to come get me and take me away. A tornado was going to kill me. I hate being stuck under a bridge because in my mind, the bridge is going to fall on me. Or if I'm a little past the bridge, a car is going to come over and crash on me. Like, that's why my vehicles have to have like sunroofs so I can watch just in case. Like, I have this real fear of being under a bridge. And I had a real fear of dying in 2020, and it's not even over yet. So, like, even for Christmas, I'm supposed to go down to San Antonio, and I'm like, I want to take like a 2-day trip to get there. I want to just drive a little bit, stay somewhere, drive a little more. Like, it's a legit fear.
Hey, when are you coming to San Antonio?
On the 23rd.
Too close to Christmas. I was gonna say, honestly, let's do something, man. But you know what? I may give you the Rona and kill you in 2020. So,
dude, for real.
No, that's not a joking matter.
That's like I was saying for real. Like that's true. You could. Like
like Worm.
Well, because
Worm wanted to come down this week, and I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Just don't bring that Rona with you.
Dude, like I read a story about
safer here than over there.
This young guy who was a soccer coach. He got the Rona, didn't realize that he had cancer because it had never been diagnosed, and they took him out. And I'm
that's
just
the
like,
thing. Yes.
Dude.
I joke around, and here's the thing. Like, it's a thing in my head as well. Like, where it's like, if I get the Rona, I'm young. I'm not as healthy as I used to be, but I'm healthy enough in a way. But also, what if I have underlying issues that I don't even know about?
Dude,
and I'm also
high blood pressure as an underlying issue.
And it's very well documented that I have real bad luck. So, wow, that could be a thing too. That's an underlying issue too.
Talking about bad luck, oh my gosh. It's like every place I've gone, something bad has happened. Like it's just okay. So I was in DC in 2011 when they had an earthquake and they kind of messed up the monument, the Washington Monument. I was in northern New York when the nor'easter hit, right? And it was really bad. A lot of people lost electricity, but that's kind of a common thing for them. Mm-hmm. I was in Louisiana when the BP oil spill happened, okay? I had just landed in a city, and I want to say it was St. Louis, and I rushed to the airport, to my other plane. I was flew into St. Louis, had to rent my next plane, and I get on the plane, and they're like, oh, you're the last one. We were waiting for you. We get on the tarmac, and we stop, and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, we can't take off yet. There's currently 4 tornadoes on the ground. So we're sitting on the tarmac, and there's 4 tornadoes in the city, and I'm just like, oh my God, this always happens to me, right? I was in.
Get off the plane, Roy! Get off!
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Dude, I'm like freaking Jonah in the well. Throw me over. Like, it's. So I was in New Hampshire, Littleton, New Hampshire. And I'm there in New Hampshire, and I'm staying with this family. And they're like, hey, this is in the White Mountains. And they're like, this is a perfectly safe community. We haven't had a murder here in 7 years, blah, 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 right? Okay.
Yeah, so until you show up.
I leave. And I take off because I'm on tour, and I'm going to come back in a month. I come back in a month, and I stay with the same family. And they're like, it's been very busy since the last time you were here. I'm like, really? Like, what happened? They're like, we've had 7 murders since you've been here. And I was like, it wasn't me. Like, literally, I was in Maine. Like, I could prove it, right? Yeah, there were 7 murders in that month since I left.
Yeah, dude.
All right, you have it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Too Hard, Too Fast. Just saw.
Don't go where Roy's at.
Killer is. Right here.
Stay away from Dallas.
Follow. Hey, where can people follow you, man? You have a Twitter, an Instagram, Facebook.
But I survived all of them, so it's actually maybe safer with me.
Well, yeah,
you survived you're the one doing the murders.
Bro.
My name is Roy Dexter Juarez.
Always leaves a clean crime scene.
Hey, Roy, do you have somewhere where people can follow you? Facebook, Twitter? Do they know where you're traveling?
Yeah, they can follow me. I was gonna say something, but I'm like, nah, maybe not.
Say it, bro.
No, because my manager's already mad. I'm on your show.
No. We're making this good.
Yes, follow me. My name, Roy Juarez Jr. If you don't know how to spell Juarez, then you can find me at homelessbychoice.com. Either way.
There we go. Go follow him so that you know where he's at, so you could avoid those places. There you go.
And much. Also, again, we've progressed, and I know how to put editing on.
Dude,
put your screen name on here.
I went to the Bahamas, and 2 weeks later, a Category 5 hit them and took away the airport, and the airport wasn't even there. It was totally gone.
You know what? Wow. Just stay away from San Antonio for now. 100%.
That's true. Don't go to San Antonio.
Dude.
I want to enjoy this vacation.
So on that note, we will not be meeting when I come down.
Now let's do it. Let's have dinner. That'd be cool. I'm
That'd
down.
be fun.
Let's do it. I mean, if you want to, Roy, there's no pressure. You
Right.
never gave me your address for the mass, so
That's
I'm not a weirdo. I am, but I'm not.
all right. We'll have dinner.
Some puffy tacos. Have you ever had puffy tacos?
I am a puffy taco.
That's how I identify. No, have you had some puffy tacos for real?
I have.
All right, well then.
I'm
I'll
from
take it
San
somewhere
Diego
else.
originally. Remember?
No, I didn't.
Huh. Really? Because it was.
It's in his book.
It was in my book.
Yes, I remember. I'm 70% done with it.
Speaking about books,
That's true.
ladies and gentlemen, Homeless by Choice.
There you go.
Do it.
4 steps to not allowing the pandemic to affect your home. And now coming out this month is my children's book, The Adventures of James and Roy. It has none of this stuff that we talked about today in there. It's all motivational.
Damn.
And
It's
it's
not
a
about
children's
drinking and
book.
stuff? Damn.
None. It doesn't talk about throwing up in a shower. Like, no.
Do you have the book with
What a
you
shame.
or not yet? It's
No,
still-
I ordered my test copy for that one. And that one should be coming to me in like 2 weeks. I'm super excited about that. Or a week, actually.
Nice.
I'll post the picture though that you posted.
Oh, I guess we gotta have you on again.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know. My manager,
actually,
my manager
we messed up in the first one. Like we should have promoted also your book in that first episode on Tuesday.
Oh, it's all good.
Switch it.
Hey, I'll put it in.
You're the editor. You can
I
edit
know.
it in.
I'll put it in there. It's in there. It's in there.
So, my mentor's daughter
We
and I,
started
right?
off air. We took a pause, and off air we started talking about random stuff, and we started talking about card readers, and I think
So
this is a great topic.
So I was sharing a story that I was in Vegas, right, with my sister and one of my best friends. And my sister was like, hey, let's get a card trip. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm cool. Like, I want to hear what they're going to say. Not that I'm going to buy into it, although I do think that some people have gifts. You know, so this lady, she's reading my cards, and she's like, oh, my gosh, someone put a curse on you. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. They put a curse on you. She was like, you're not going to find love. She was, but for $100 for every year you've been alive, I can remove it. And I was like, no,
That's
don't.
a lot of money.
Don't remove it. Hey, what are you trying to say? I was like, don't remove
I
it.
didn't mean it that way.
She's like, don't remove it. I go, don't remove it. She goes, you don't want to find love? And I was like, heck no, I'll buy a dog, right? And so I was like, no, leave it. Don't remove it. I like that. So that lady, crap, right? But dude, I was in.
Unless she said that you have a curse where wherever you visit, there'll be a disaster in that city.
Yeah, then that would be crazy
legit.
because
That would be good. Like, wow.
there's
Then you would
been
have an
some-
answer of why shit happens.
there's been some weird stuff that's happened. So yeah, you're right. No, but then I'm in Pennsylvania, right? Westchester, PA. And my mentor's daughter and I, we're decided we're headed out. I can't remember what we're seeing. We see this card reader and we're like, hey, let's get our card read. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So we go and we knock on the door. No one answers. We knock on the door. No one answers. So we start to walk away when we hear the door open. So we walk back and this lady's there, right? And she's just standing there and she's looking at us. Doesn't speak at first. And then she says, I'll read her. My sister will read you. Go through that door and go in the kitchen. Right? So we're like, what the heck? So I go in the room. I sit there. I don't want to talk because I don't want to give any extra information. So I sit there. And I'm like, okay. And the reason why my mentor, daughter, and I were hanging out was because they had just gotten to an argument, right? So I go in the room, and the lady's like, cut the cards. Do this. And she said, I see a woman, and she's crying. She goes, but you didn't, she goes, she's like your mother, but she's not your mother. But you didn't cause her this pain. Who is she? I was like, my mentor, right? Because they had just got in a fight, which is why we left the house. And I was like, oh, okay, this is weird. And then she says, I see your aura. She goes, and she goes, you're in the business of healing, but you're not a doctor. She goes, what do you do? I said, well, I'm a motivational speaker. She goes, I see money all around you. She goes, you are in the right business. I see it all around you. She goes, I see two people in your life. One's lighter complected than the other. She goes, the lighter one, get rid of them.
George.
Bad.
That's George.
Bad. She said,
and then the dark one, hell
and the
yeah.
dark one, his
You
name
keep.
is Worm.
You,
No, but
don't
this
be a
was,
worm in your life, dude. That would have been great. Don't be a worm in your life, you know. Here you
no,
go.
this woman was just like spot on, and I had never had someone be that spot on, like at a card as a card reader and stuff. So, I thought that was pretty crazy.
But what did she say though? So the light complected one, get rid
She
of.
said the darker one, the darker complected one, loves you, in love with you, but your heart will break several times before they come back, and when they come back, they will be a doctor. So, so yeah, it was absolutely insane. But I'm like, so
Do you know who they
just-
were talking about?
Yeah, I do. I was like,
Oh,
so
okay.
just because they come back doesn't mean I want them. No, but like, so she was pretty spot on, and a lot of the things that she said, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. When I talked to my mentor's daughter, I was like, what did she say? She goes, oh my gosh, she goes, I can't tell you, but wow. So these women, whoever they were, these sisters, it was insane.
Wow.
So then, like, you do believe that some have that kind of gift?
Do you really?
I don't, or I say I don't.
He was
believe
asking
that.
you. He was asking you
Yeah,
if
I
you
was
believe
asking
that.
you what you believe. Do you believe
Oh
that?
yeah, I
that's-
do believe it. I do believe it.
My wife believes it a lot, hardcore. I don't, but
Yeah.
I do have one weird experience that I cannot explain.
Right.
So like, and I'll say it, like, and it's gonna come off real douchey, and it's fine, whatever. Like, it was a douchey moment of my life, and I regret what I said or what I joked, but it just made me feel like weird. Anyway, so we were in New Orleans, and
Gotcha.
you know, they have card readers everywhere. They have all this kind of like voodoo kind of stuff everywhere. It's New Orleans, like that's what it's about, like, you know, that life. My friend wanted to get his cards read or his palm read or something. I don't remember if it was palm or his cards. And so we were in that French Square or French Quarter where they're at, and he goes, I just want to, I want to. And it's like, dude, you really think for $5 or $10 they're really like rating your stuff for real? And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, why? We got, okay. It's like, if you want to waste your money, do it. But I think it's a hack. It's a hack.
Yeah.
It's whatever. And so he's one of my closest gay friends.
Okay.
Closest, like we talk all the time, always texting, always call, whatever, like super close to this day.
You
And
said sexting?
yeah, that too, dude. We actually, he may not want to let it, he may not admit it to it, but you know, I'll flirt a little. No, but for real. So he gets he's getting his cards read, palm read, whatever it was. And I remember looking, and they're talking, like, oh, you're, and this is to my ignorance, 100% to my ignorance, and I take acknowledgement to that. It's like, oh, you're gonna find the love of your life, and you're gonna have 5 kids with them. And I'm like, he's gay. He's not gonna have kids with a person that he's fall in love with. It's like, and so I started talking mess to the person, like making jokes. He's like, that's not, dude, you believe in this? You know, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was kind of just like, dude, be quiet, whatever. And we stopped it, and at the moment, like, I mean, they did their whole thing, and I stopped. I was walking away, and this lady goes, she grabs my wrist, and I had a watch, and I was like, it was one of my favorite watches. And she grabs it and goes, that's a really nice watch. You should take care of it. Okay, weirdo. Whatever. And I just, whatever. And then my friend eventually told me, like, dude, you were kind of like a douche. Like, that was, like, rude.
Right.
Like, you shouldn't have done that. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was just, you know, I get it. Like, I was just trying to make jokes, and I took it too far. But I get it. So, whatever. We forget about it. We go through our night. And we're going to the last bar of the night. And I did something to reach for him, like to tell him, like, hey, I'm going this way. and I'm reaching with my hand that has the watch, and all of a sudden the watch just falls. It just literally and not through my hand, just breaks from the things
Yeah,
that
yeah,
grab
yeah.
it. It just breaks and falls,
It
cracks,
shatters.
destroyed, just destroyed. I was like, what? What happened? And he turns around and goes, "That's why you don't make jokes." He literally turned around
For
and
real.
was not even I didn't even touch him or anything. He I didn't know if he sensed it or he heard it or heard me say what the and he turned around and he looked at me and goes, "That's why you don't make jokes."
For real.
That's why you don't play. And ever since then, it's well, I guess some people do have the power, and
Yeah.
who
I
am
mean,
I
I
to
believe
make
it.
jokes?
I think that we would be. I'm not closed-minded. Like even when people say, do you think there's aliens out there? How self? What's the word I want to look for? To think that we're the only species? I don't think so.
Special, the way you're a special guest.
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. That's a different pathway we can take down right now on a Christmas Eve. We can.
I'm just saying. I don't
Maybe
think so.
Santa
Like,
Claus is an alien.
so even if you're Christian and believe in God and say that we're made in God's image, okay, so could He not make other worlds? Like, are you limiting God? Are you telling God you could only make Earth and that's it? Like, no, there.
Yeah.
Come on. He said,
So
yeah.
So I listened to Joe Rogan, his podcast,
Okay.
and recently he had Richard Rawlings from Fast and Loud Discovery. I don't know. It's a car thing.
Uh-huh.
So anyways, they were kind of talking about aliens too, and he goes, and the guy Richard, he goes like, what if we're just in someone's ant farm? Like this whole
Right.
thing is just someone's ant farm, and we think we have control of this world, and we think we're doing this. And then Joe Rogan says, I'm not worried if I'm in someone ant farm because we're thriving. We're doing this. We are living. We are happy. We're figuring it out. We're living through 2020, but we're figuring it out. What I'm worried and what the problem is, what if the owner shows up and finally lets us know you're in my ant farm? That's what I'm worried about. It's like, oh, dang, what if? What if?
I mean, I think it would be cool if we're like, oh, we're in someone's ant farm. Like, that's awesome. Like,
Yeah, you think so?
yeah, I'll be like,
all right,
hi,
I'm
master.
Done with you guys. I'm done with you guys.
Like, I mean, I don't. And again, going back to people don't know the. Dang it! See now you. Oh no,
Bible?
I need the Old
Oh.
Testament. So
Teach us. And also,
even
100%, I just want to say before I get in any kind of trouble, I've learned from my mistakes from talking mess and talking jokes with my gay friend. I've grown from it. I want to say that.
yeah, and
From that
that's it.
mistake.
That's another issue. Like people who try to use people's past thought process, we're always developing and learning. And I have said some stupid crap out of my day because it was in ignorance and it was not to be malice. I just didn't know what I didn't know. But people always want to find something to put on someone and to put them down. I'm like, guys, we should be building each other up, not pulling each other down. The fact that you have grown, the fact that some of your best friends are gay, Worm, like it's amazing.
Hey man, I haven't come out yet.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean ouch.
Yeah. Put it back.
We out you.
No, but I mean, it's like who cares? Like, come on. Great. And I'm not saying you are, Worm, but whoever is, great.
As
I'm
long as
glad
you're
you
happy.
are.
Good.
As long as you're happy, and hopefully, if you are and you're not out,
Well, that's
you
what
know,
the name literally
you can
means.
find.
That's what the word
You can
literally
find
means.
But okay,
Yeah.
what were you looking in that book? Like I want to go back to.
I was looking for Genesis 1:1 and Genesis 1:2.
In the beginning, God,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He what?
God created the heavens and the earth.
And
The earth
then,
was a void.
okay, you got them both. Just so that we're not misquoting anything other, I'm going to use the NIV version. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen,
Was a
let me
bad
go to
book.
Genesis 1. I'm on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
8675309. That's the number that we were trying to think of on Tuesday.
Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Verse 2. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. What did you hear in those two?
You talk too fast for me.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, verse 2. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was hovering over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters.
Water already existed.
There's a theory there called the gap theory. Okay, so the gap theory is where they believe the whole idea of the dinosaurs existed. Because throughout the Bible, when God speaks something to an existence, it's done. It's there. Verse 1 says God created the heavens and the earth. But by verse 2, it was formless and not done. It was destroyed. And that's where they believe that he cast Lucifer from the heavens to the earth. And that's when it was destroyed. So it's called the gap theory. So there is an absence of time. No one knows how long, but the gap theory talks about an absence of time between verse 1 and verse 2. And that's where they believe that dinosaurs existed and also Satan was cast to the earth.
Dang, that's interesting.
Right? Very
I've
interesting.
never heard that theory. Have you ever seen Lucifer on... Okay, so...
I like that show.
Okay, so good.
I find it offensive. I can't watch it.
Do you? Okay, no.
No, I just haven't watched it.
Like, it makes a lot of sense.
Isn't it a DC thing too? No, I don't know. No, okay.
You
I
said
don't know.
that one time, and I was just like, "That's dumb," but it was made into a DC thing.
Oh, okay.
You did. You're right. Anyways,
So what's the
but they
question?
played into the fact that Lucifer was not the creator of evil and not the promoter of evil. He just promoted your desires and let you have your desires. Like, how do you think that plays into your beliefs?
I think that as a society, too many people use Satan as an scapegoat, as why they do what they do. And I'm like, dude, own up to some of your shit. Like,
Free
like
choice,
stop,
freedom of choice.
Yeah, stop trying to, it's because, the enemy. No, it's because you have issues that you need to deal with and you've never dealt with. Come on.
That's true. So George, is that your assumption that some people think? I'm not saying it's your belief that some people think that the bad things they do is because Satan made them do it.
No, it's just things that I've heard. Like, or Satan is tempting you.
And yeah, of course he's going to tempt you. I mean, he tempted Jesus.
But what I'm thinking is, okay, this is where we're really gonna dive in. God, This is not a Merry Christmas episode at all.
We're talking about Jesus. How Christmas does it get? We're talking about Jesus.
That's true. We're talking about the Bible. And you know what? Let's talk about Christmas. You know what? Actually, let's finish, George. I have some questions for Roy since he studied theology.
Okay. No, okay, fine. But here's what I want to say. Everybody says Satan is tempting me. Satan is saying, "Get behind me, Satan." Whatever.
Yeah.
But also, we talk about Jesus or God testing us. Mm-hmm. Isn't that almost the same as tempting us?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a different ing. But it's like, why not? It's like you can be tempted. You can drink. Here's a drink. Here's a drink. You don't need to drink. You don't want. But here it is. It's a 1.3 on the Too Hard to Fast. But here it is. Okay, that's a temptation. Hey, here's a beer. You've had a hard day. Take a drink.
Okay.
So, is it tempting? Is it testing? Why does God need to test us? Why? But also, and I've told Worm this a lot, why are we always able to be tested by God, but we're not allowed to test them? Like, you should not
gotcha.
test, what is it? You should
not
test,
question the Lord by God.
Yeah, like jump from the cliff. If you jump from this cliff, then the angels
I'll
will
send my
come and
angels to
save you.
get-
It's like,
yeah.
oh, I should not test, whatever. It's like, why not? Why not? If you're testing me, why can't I test you?
I don't know. I think that too many times, I think it needs to be a personal relationship that you have with God, and not one that you have with your minister to God. Because people never research for themselves. They just take people at their word, and just because he's up there in the pulpit doesn't mean it's truth. Like, how do you know? It's like if I were to be here and be like, okay, everyone, drink this Kool-Aid and you're gonna be just fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and you don't even know what I put in it. Like, so
As long as there's alcohol, doesn't matter.
And that, like, I don't say that. Like, I've brought this up to Worm many times. Like, again, this is how Too Hard Too Fast started. Like, we will talk about this stuff all the time. We
Yeah.
would sit back and forth, drink
Now he never
together.
wants to talk about it.
And no. But we would always go back and forth and say, okay, why am I being tempted by a certain way? Why am I being tested in another way? And then why can I test for myself? And so this is stuff like drunk talk that we used to have
right.
all the time since college. And
I mean, don't
that's
get me
why
wrong,
we started
there's
Too Hard
tons
Too
of-
Fast. Like, let's bring this out to the world. Like,
There's tons of questions you can ask. Like,
yeah. And then if people are listening, if people are still listening, like, bring your comments, leave your comments, and I would like to know what you guys think, what people think. This is the whole
Right.
point of Too Hard Too Fast.
right.
I want to know what you guys think.
But-
I want to know what Roy thinks.
But make your comments and have something to back it up. Just don't make your comment. Can you please reference what scripture you're finding it from?
Yeah.
Prefer
Don't be
Wikipedia.
Yes,
Prefer Wikipedia.
because I hate when people are like, blah 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 blah. Really, where? Like, did you really read it, or did your minister tell you that? Like, for example, I was, so my mom, my adopted mom, right? She was the head pastor of the church. So I remember being at an event with my mom. She had performed the wedding, and I'm sitting at the table, and some man is like, so you know her? I'm like, yeah. I go, she's like my adopted mom. He goes, doesn't the Bible say that a woman shouldn't be a minister? Right? And I'm like, a preacher? I said, really? I said, because if I'm not mistaken, a woman was the first preacher. I said, because when Jesus rose from the dead, who did he appear to?
Mary.
And what did he tell her? He said, go tell them that I have risen. So technically, she was the first preacher. The first preacher was a woman. I said, and I told him, I said, go ask your pastor that. How about that? And I was like, I was so mad. I was so mad because I'm like, come on, bro. Like, people just don't put thought to shit.
That's true. Hey, so since we're in this topic, let's talk about Christmas, bro. Was Jesus really born December 25th?
Does it really matter when he was
It
born?
doesn't matter.
What matters is that he was born.
True.
Like, why do we have to put a date on it? I mean, it's like, yeah, we're not going to get the exact date right because that was 2,000 years ago, 2,020 years ago, apparently, roughly. But
I believe 24 years ago, but
we put a date to celebrate it, to honor it, because no one truly knows, and no one's ever going to truly know. We can try to get close to it, but why the hell does it matter? Like, the whole point is, what matters is why we're celebrating.
that's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What matters is what happened between age 13 and 33.
Oh,
I think
well,
he traveled
about
the
12.
world. I think he traveled the world. But hey, all right, bro. Now tell us about the real Saint Nick, bro.
He's my uncle.
Saint Nicholas.
And he's a drunk. Oh, yeah, let's switch gears, man. This is the Christmas episode. This is Christmas Eve. I have...
Let me transition.
Silent night,
Holy
night, all is calm,
I don't know.
all is bright, round young virgin mother and child. How are you gonna have a Christmas episode and you don't even know Silent Night?
I don't know. I never.
Because I only know it in German, bro. I only know it in German. Can we sing it in German?
Hijo, see, because you don't even know the Christ songs. You probably
I only know
Rudolph the
them in Spanish.
red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
I
And
only
if
know the
you
Spanish
ever
song.
saw him, look, that's why you're wearing reindeer ears. That's not even about Christmas. It's supposed to be about Jesus. Put a
Oh, there you go. Preach it, brother.
Oh,
You're
preach
going to
it,
hell.
preach it. It's about Santa.
Tell him, bro, you're going to hell. Reindeer hell.
You know what? It's about Pancho Claus or Sancho Claus. You know?
You know what? It's about all of it. It's about all of it. I'm okay with it. I really am.
Pellegrinos. That's what I know. That's where I grew up, man.
Oh my God.
Dang it, I can't think of the Spanish word.
Hey, bro. So I'm
asking-
gonna transition us here,
Worm,
bro.
help me out. No. Well, I'm asking where they're asking for a place to stay. Los Pellegrinos.
Airbnb.
Pellegrinos son.
Oh, you have Joseph and Mary when they're going around.
Yeah,
And
what is that? Do you know what it's called? I don't know. This is too hard to
I'm
fast.
a Catholic, bro.
I'm so glad.
I'm a good
We
Christian.
don't check facts.
Worm, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna transition us, bro. So,
Go ahead.
hey, we don't check facts, but from what I remember, Saint Nicholas is from Turkey, bro. He used to throw to the poor people gold in the chimneys, in Christmas because he believed, Jesus' birthday. Everyone is in the image of Christ, so he's gonna give gifts, right? And by giving gifts to other people, he's giving gifts to Christ himself, right? So, what gifts are you guys gonna give your family? Huh?
Love.
Ah, that's cheap, dude.
We need money amount.
Don't buy into society's idea of
There you
Christmas
go.
where
You're
you
right,
gotta
bro.
buy presents.
I'm
Come
glad
on.
you brought that up
If
because in the
anything-
1900s they turned St. Nicholas into this whole Santa Claus just to buy stuff, and it became a whole marketing
But
thing.
Too many people.
So was Valentine's
Too
Day.
many people are giving presents when they really should be giving forgiveness and acceptance to their family. That's what's going on.
But you can't buy that though.
There's no
Yeah,
money
you're right.
value.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Buy me a car, I'll forgive you. I'm joking. No, you know what? I love giving gifts. It's a little hard this year because 2020 was crazy. But I do love giving gifts and seeing my family's reaction, and especially the children. I love giving gifts to the children because, like my nieces and nephews, because it's great to see them enjoy life and make memories with them. But I also think that if you want to make sure that you share what your belief is, if you're a Christian and you believe in that, then you should share with them the meaning as well. I have a friend, no joke, that she was like, Roy, I'm the worst mother ever. I'm like, why? She goes, because I'm the worst. I said, what happened? She said, I took my son to my mom's house, and she says, who's Jesus? He goes, I know. She goes, who? She goes, Jesus means stop. She's like, what? Jesus means stop. Because every time that she would get annoyed, she would be like, Jesus, just stop. So this kid thought Jesus meant stop. He had no idea who Jesus was. Like, I know Jesus means stop. Oh my gosh. It's important to tell stories, and it's important to not evolve, but
Include
expose children to different cultures and understanding why we do the things we do, because in return we're figuring that out for ourselves. Because how many people really know what Christmas is about? How many people know what really happened other than what they've seen on TV? Like, oh well, he was in a manger, okay, well that's great, but why didn't they have a place to sleep? What do you know the reason for that? Why were they following the star? Who were the three kings, and what did they bring them, and why? I just think that we don't question enough to find the root of these issues. And it evolved. It's the same when it comes to our belief systems, whether it be political. We don't question enough. We just buy into whatever we're told, whether you watch Fox News or CNN, but we never really do our own research. And so we're controlled by society, elite, because we don't question.
Before being an adult, my favorite holiday was Christmas, and now it's Thanksgiving. But because Thanksgiving to me is like when family unites.
Mine's
so
Halloween.
really,
Really?
I love Halloween.
Why?
well, there's like family
It's the
get together.
Devil's Day. Nah, just joking.
No, but like okay, for me, like now, like not this year, but years before, as an adult, Thanksgiving is when family unites. But Christmas, when I was a kid, man, we would all get together, all cousins, all tias and tios, and everybody, and we would do the Pellegrinos song. Like we would
Right.
go knocking and asking for. Uh, I can't even think of the word, but we would do the whole song and dance, and we would go around and kiss Jesus at midnight and all that, the baby Jesus. And we were taught that. But the
Which is my
thing
favorite
is,
Jesus.
baby Jesus, sweet baby Jesus. But the thing is, Christmas didn't end on Christmas Eve and Christmas morning for us. Like we would
January.
carry it to January 6th with
The Three Wise Men.
the wise men, and then after that, you got the bread, and you get the baby Jesus, and
Right.
whoever gets that is bringing the tamales on February 12th. So Christmas carried on from the 24th all the way through the February 12th when you bring the tamales and all that stuff. So that was a whole thing, and that's what I
Right.
loved, like family coming together. And then
But
eventually, we
my
stopped doing it.
my thing is like even with my family, I'm like, I'm not going to go out and buy you guys gifts on a certain day just because that's what I'm supposed to do. Like I buy you guys gifts all year long. Like we should come together as a family all year long, not
All
just
year.
on a certain day. Like and I get it. Like our lives are busy and we live our own lives. The thing I love about my family is that we're like on this family group chat and there's like a bunch of us. And so we communicate quite a bit, and I love the fact that we do that. It sucks that we're still in this pandemic because we can't see our family the way that we wish we could. But I never really wanted it to just be a single day. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I love Jesus, I respect Jesus, I do my best to make him happy every day, and I really feel that he's there for me, and I'll acknowledge him and stuff. But it's not just on one day.
And I don't know if you said it in your book or not because I haven't gotten to it. But I want to know, like, you had to spend, I don't know, man, in my head, like, dang, this guy probably spent Christmas alone at some point, or maybe not.
No, you find a family to live with. Like I bounce from home to home, but you know that they're not your family because everyone's getting a present, and you'll get one. But the kids you're living with, it's their family, so they're getting 10 presents. So you feel left out, like, and it sucks. And maybe that's why I'm like, I'm not really big on making it one day. Like I don't want to point it out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this is stupid because it's just a way to get you to buy shit. Like, and maybe it stems from that. Maybe it stems from not having when I was a homeless kid during the holiday. Could be. I don't know. I would have to ask my counselor. Which I think everyone should get. Get a counselor. Everyone needs counseling. We need
Yeah,
we need
I want
make
to.
sure
I'm
that,
just scared they're gonna tell me, Worm, you're too crazy, dude.
and that's fine. Great.
But
No,
they
Roy,
want to put me away.
let's end this on a happy note. Tell me what you're doing for Christmas this year, and it better be happy.
Better.
Even if you have to pretend and make some story up.
So I'm actually going to go to the North Pole. No, so I am going down to San Antonio to see my family, and I'm more excited to see my grandparents because I've been. You said happy. See, how am I supposed to make this happy? I'm going to go see my grandparents because I'm thinking I don't know how much longer I have them. They're in their 80s, and
That's what I do. Mine's
I
in
don't-
her 90s.
I don't want to miss a Christmas. But I talked to my grandma today for like 30 minutes, right? It's more like I let her talk because if you have one of those grandmas that I'm like, grandma, and she's just telling me everything that happened today. Yeah. And I had to take the clothes out of the washer and it's because I haven't washed in a while because meanwhile I was sick a little, so she's just telling me everything. I'm like, oh, Grandma, that's awesome. Okay, Grandma, well, you need a rest. Sometimes I take a nap. That's good, Grandma. So she's, I said, Grandma, I'm going to come down. I want to see you, but we're going to have to social distance, and you're going to need to keep your mask on. So she's like, okay. So even if it's on the street and she's on her porch, that's fine. I just want to see my grandma.
That's perfect. That's not sad at all. You want to know a sad story?
No.
Fair enough. All right, Roy. If you do come to San Antonio, I hope you get to have that Christmas with your grandma. I hope you have dinner with us. You're invited.
I will if you finish that damn book.
Fuck that, dude. I'm not gonna finish it.
I'm joking, bro. No.
But
so he's on chapter.
I'm gonna finish it one day. I shouldn't have said that. I will finish it one day. It won't be by the time you get here.
No, at least finish chapter 13 so that we can talk about that, because he's about to go into chapter 13, ladies and gentlemen. And chapter 13, it gets crazy.
All right, fair enough. I can make that promise. I will finish chapter 13 before you get here.
When I looked up to remember what chapter 13 was, I was like, oh wow, yeah.
Hey, let me add one more sad thing. So my birthday's coming up, all right? My birthday's coming up.
Oh, your birthday is coming up, Worm.
It's always, actually, it already passed by the time this comes out, but it's all good. It's always 4 days before Christmas. And I always get like, maybe a little box of candies. Hey, happy birthday. Your real gift is in Christmas. Like, that's bull. You can't do that. You can't combine my birthday gift and Christmas gift together, dude. Bunch of bull.
If I were you, I would change my birthday. Like, move it and be like, my birthday is.
I land on my favorite number, dude. So it's like, dang, it's hard.
Real 21.
So December.
Really? Because 21 is in every month. I'm just saying. Like, if 21 is your favorite number, guess what? February has a 21.
I know.
January has a 21.
Check it. My two favorite numbers, 12, so December, and 21. Like, perfect, dude. Like, my two favorite numbers.
Okay, I can see that.
And check this out. My anniversary is on December 20th. So this is what we did. This is how close I am to Worm.
Okay, I was trying to make the connection. I'm like, okay.
We got my wife and I got married on the 20th, and we made a deal with Worm. We were gonna have an after party, and then once that after party it hit midnight, it was all about Worm. Like, it stopped being our after party, and it was gonna be Worm's birthday.
And I got drunk, dude.
He barely made it to 12:30.
Hey, bro, is that okay if we add some of that video? We're gonna add some of that video on this.
Go ahead.
What do we do? It's not Roy.
I'm not the editor. It's not my show. I'm not the producer.
Dude, and I remember, like, we showed up to the bar, and he's like, "Hey, it's your wedding after party. It's gonna be fun, but you don't want 30 minutes? It's my party. It's not about you anymore, bro."
And I chugged hurricanes, bro. That's what I did.
Oh yeah, he goes. That's what we were at. What was it? Pat O'Brien's.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
off I-10. Is it I-10 or 281?
It's
downtown.
Downtown.
Across the Alamo.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes. You never been to Pat O'Brien's?
Oh, you know what? I have that piano bar right across. No.
Right. Howl at the Moon. That's close enough.
No, I have been. I went for my baby brother's graduation. After he graduated, that's where we went.
Ooh,
Well,
nice.
they have hurricanes.
Dude, but everyone there was like, they were kids. Now they are.
So were we. I don't know.
Yeah, this is true.
So anyways, he had 3 hurricanes before I even stepped in to the bar, and he goes, "Do you dare me to chug a 4th?" I go, "No, dude. No."
He's all, where's the tub?
Where's the shower?
Oh my God. So we talked about God, Jesus, card readers.
Everything. Let's end this. This has been a great podcast, actually. Roy.
I give it a 1.6.
1.6.
I give it a 1.674.
3.14. Hey, Roy, like always, you're invited to come back for a 3rd time. Make it a trio.
You get a free beer on your
threesome?
third visit.
We have to do it after the after we have lunch. I mean, after dinner. When I'm going to San Antonio.
All right, so we're here. It's Thursday, guys. Thank you for checking it out. On Thursday, we've gone too hard, too fast with Roy Juarez Jr.
We've gone too hard, too fast, too long. I'm just joking.
We went too long, too hard. I'm just joking.
Anyways, Worm, what are you gonna say?
Baby Jesus loves you. All right, Merry Xmas, Christ worship. Baby Jesus. Silent
Night.
Holy
Night.
All is calm.
Oh, all is calm. I don't even know the words. I said the wrong word.
Round
He looked it
the
up.
Virgin Mother and
I think with that
Child.
said, it's a done deal.
Holy
Merry
Mary,
Christmas.
so
Enjoy your Christmas.
tender and
Enjoy your Hanukkah. I know it just ended.
Deep in
Happy New Year. We'll see you when we see you.
Happy New Year. Love you all.
Shut up.
heaven.
We're ending the podcast. Vámonos. Bye. We're going to open presents.
All right.
And Roy has to go out and have some fun.
I know. I had a shower.
Now, hey, Roy, thank you
All right.
once again.
You guys take care.
Whenever you want to do this, you know.
I'll hit you up when I'm coming down.
All right. Oh, for sure, dude. We're going to have dinner.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Jesus loves you.